Y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a fun one by Jason Aldean called When She Says Baby. Now this is a pretty rockin' country tune. It's got a lot of distortion, a lot of heavy parts in it, and it's a really fun tune to play and not too difficult for people starting out. So this will be a good tune for anybody that's trying to get into the country rock scene. So starting out, this song is in the key of A minor or C major. So we're going to be playing kind of this shape right from the beginning. We're going to be playing in this A minor shape. Or you can kind of look at it as the A minor pentatonic. And so the C and the A are the relative major and minors to each other. Just kind of a little theory on that end, but the riff comes right out of that A minor pentatonic, right from the get-go, right from the start. So it's... We end on that C note. So here's what we're doing here. We have this start, right? We're going to play into these two pentatonic boxes, the minor pentatonic box. And we also have the fourth position box right down here, starting on your G note. And it just kind of slides in between those two boxes, that main riff right from the get-go. So it's going to sound something like this. It goes... Bend that up. So what we're doing here is on the third beat of the measure, before anything starts, the guitar comes in right from that third beat. So it's 1, 2, 3. And that's when the chords in the band starts right away coming into that little lick bend up there. So let's lay out that first lick. We're going to start on that D string, and we're just going to slide. We're going to start kind of from the nut area, I would call it, up here, and we're going to slide right into the 7th fret. So we're going to go, and then we're going to climb up that pentatonic box from the 5th fret and the 7th fret on the G string. So it's going to go, and we're going to bend that 7th fret up. And that's going to hit twice. And then there's going to be a little vibrato bend at the end. It's a whole step bend. So it's... We're going to hold that note out, and then it's... What we're doing here is we're just playing that one little riff back, so it's... 7, 5, 7... 5, do a little tiny bend, a little half step bend. So after we do that riff, we're going to do it once more time. We're going to climb it. So it's 7 again, 5, 7, 5, and we're going to do a quick little bend there. So it's... Nice slide into that. You could hammer on it too. But I think the slide kind of sounds more like the original riff. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. So just get down that part so far. We're going to do this walk down. So we're back on that D string, it's 5. Now we're going to the A string, to the 7th fret. So now I'll call this the second part of the lick. We got this little walk down, so we're starting on the 5th fret now of that D string, and we're going to the A string. And so I'll just play that. It's a lot of slides and stuff going on here. We start on that 5th fret of the D string, that G note, and we're just going to do this little walk down. So it's the 5th fret to that E note on the A string, the 7th fret. So it's 5, 7, back to that 5th fret on the D, to the 5th fret of the A, to the 7th fret, and then we're going to slide down to that C note here, the 3rd fret on the A string. So it's all together, it's that second part of the lick is. So let me play that slow all the way through so you can kind of see the pattern. And once you get down to speed, start to do the slides and stuff, because there's a lot of cool melodic things that they're trying to do with the slides. And that is the beginning lead lick that kind of starts the song. And over that, we have the chords playing underneath it. And all we're doing is playing in power chords here, this A chord, we have this G chord, and this F chord. Now the second guitar comes back and does this cool little like sus, it's like a C sus chord over the top of that. So it's kind of a cool sounding chord, so if you can play it, because it's pretty neat. All we're doing is we're kind of palm muting this as we cascade down here on the chords. So we're just going to start on that 5th fret. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you want to add that cool sus chord in there, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So those power chords are pretty self-explanatory and pretty straightforward, so I'm not going to touch too much on that, but then we'll move into the chorus section now. Now the chorus section actually uses the same chords, but we're going to use a lot of open. We're not going to be palm muting it anymore. It's going to sound something like this. We're going to use that sus chord now. And with the exception is, as the second part of the riff comes back around, we're going to catch a G chord, so it's going to sound like this. So let me just play the whole chorus through so you can kind of hear what I'm playing here. So it's... And then we come back into that little intro to the verse riff that... Now the second verse plays the same chords, however there is a cool little lead part if you want to play it, or if you have a second guitar player, I'd encourage you to play it. And it's kind of got this single note pattern, and it's coming right out of that kind of C major shape. And we're just playing this. On this part, we're just kind of walking a single note line kind of riff here that we're doing for a lead part, and it's got a lot of delay and a lot of kind of reverb going on it, so it's kind of a thing in the background, but it's pretty pronounced, so I would highly recommend trying to learn it if you can. Now we're on the 5th fret of the D string, and we're just going to repeat this little pattern here. So it's... Now I go down here, you could also play it with your pinky if you'd like. So it's the 5th fret of the D string, we're going to go to the 4th fret of the G string, and we're going to catch the 5th fret of the G string. We're going to just repeat that 3 times. And now it's going to walk down. And I like to catch that open string because it kind of gives it a kind of a unique sound, and it's all we're doing is walking that little pattern back down. So it's 5th fret of the D, 4 on the G, 5, back to the 4th fret, back to the 2nd fret, open, and back to the 2nd fret. Now it's going to repeat again, but now we're going to climb to the higher part of it. So it's... So we're sliding up to the 7th fret on that G string. So we're sliding back from the 7th fret to the 5th fret, and then we're going to let off to the 4th fret, and then back to the 5th fret. So all together that part sounds like this. Now it repeats again on that lower section. Then it repeats again the same on that higher section, but I like to climb up and then kind of go up just another whole step and just hang on that note, and then we can come back and then do the chorus chords. So this is what it sounds like all together now. And that's where I hang on, right on that 9th fret of the G string. And now we're in the 2nd chorus, and it's the same identical chords. So all those parts are going to repeat. It's the identical stuff in chorus 2. After chorus 2, we hang on that G chord again. Now we go into what I'm going to call the bridge of the song. And all we're doing is going to this F chord, to the C chord, to the G chord. And that's going to repeat 4 times. So it's 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So right after the G chord and the bridge, the whole band is going to drop out, and we got this cool little lick that's just really in the background with, again, a lot of heavy reverb, heavy delay. And all we're doing is staying in this G major shape, and we're going to play this cool little triad. And all it is on the G string, we're going to 4th fret to the hammer onto the 5th fret, and we're going to catch that G note at the top on the E string here. And that's it. You're going to let that ring out, so it's going to be... Now we can catch the octave, the higher note up here. It's the same pattern. Then we're going to catch it again down here. Then it's going to repeat again on top. Now I like to do this little added part here, but it's just 17th fret sliding to the 15th, then back to the 17th fret to the 13th fret. Now that's a pretty pronounced part, and the guitar is kind of standing alone in it, so make sure your timing's right on it. It's a little confusing at first, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So make sure you listen to the song back and forth with that, because it's a little bit of a timing thing that you'll have to get your hands wrapped around. But then after that, we are back into the chorus again. And it's the same chords throughout. And then we're back into that main riff of the song that kind of makes the song, right? That. And with the exception on the outro, that's just played twice. And now if you have your hands wrapped around all those parts, congratulations, you can now play When She Says Baby by Jason Aldean. It's a fun, rockin' country tune, so I highly encourage you to learn it. Again, pay attention to where the riffs and the notes are coming from, because it'll help you kind of build yourself on the theory aspect of things, knowing that this isn't the key of C or A minor. And you can see these positions, right? Now once you know these positions too, you can start to kind of elaborate too. So if you wanted to add your own embellishments to these songs, if you're playing them in a live setting or something like that, it's very helpful to know some of these scale patterns and stuff, which in my previous lessons I have a whole bunch of stuff on chords and a lot of more stuff to come, obviously. But again, hopefully this helped for somebody that wants to learn this song. And if you like this video or like my channel, be sure to give me a like and subscribe, and make sure you leave a comment, and we will catch you in the next lesson. Thanks for watching.